when all these voices drown me out. I feel so far from my body, it's hard to find my way back. Everyone tells me I'm crazy, well maybe I am. I wonder if anyone will hear this. I wonder if I'll ever be fearless. I wonder if I'll end up alone. Don't know where I'm going. I wonder if what I say will matter to someone. If I go broke trying to keep on. I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. Some days I'm like a falling feather, floating, I don't know where to land. Why are we looking for an answer when the question's way too hard to understand? Oh, I wonder if anyone will hear this. I wonder if I'll ever be fearless. I wonder if I'll end up alone. Don't know where I'm going. I wonder if what I say will matter to someone. If I'll go broke trying to keep on. I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. I wonder, I wonder if anyone will hear this. I wonder if I'll ever be fearless. I wonder if somebody will miss me. This life is a mystery. Oh, I wonder if what I say will matter to someone. If I'll go broke trying to keep on. I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder.
That's Joelle and Raven. Come on, bring it on.
That was wonderful. Thank you. Can we hear me? Ah, there we go. Okay, now I can see you too. Good morning, everybody. My name is Marla Sanderson. I'm a practitioner here, and I am also an ordained minister in the Centers for Spiritual Living. I've been into this teaching for quite some time, and I have read a lot of books, and just this week, I picked this one up knowing that I was going to need to read something today. Because, gosh, I haven't looked at this thing in a long time, and I've got pencil marks everywhere in here about important things. You know, I must have done readings on this before, and I'll tell you, this is a tiny little book filled with so many useful messages, just totally practical. And I have chosen for today the one that is called Using the Imagination. Figured we could use that. So here it is. Just imagine yourself surrounded by a mind so plastic, so receptive that it receives the slightest impression of your thought. Whatever you think, it takes up and executes for you. Every thought is received and acted upon. Not some, but all thoughts. Whatever the pattern we provide, that will be our demonstration. If we cannot get over thinking that we are poor, then we will still remain poor. As soon as we become rich in our thought, then we will be rich in our expression. These are not mere words, but the deepest truth that has ever come to the human race. Hundreds of thousands of the most intelligent thinkers and the most spiritual people of our day are proving this truth. We are not dealing with illusions, but with realities. Pay no more attention to the one who ridicules these ideas than you would to the blowing of the wind. This is good. Listen to this. In the center of your own soul, choose what you want to become, to accomplish. Keep it to yourself. He says that. Keep it to yourself. Every day, in the silence of absolute conviction, know that it is now done. It is just as much done as far as you are concerned as it will be when you experience it in the outer world. Imagine yourself to be what you want to be. See only that which you desire. Refuse even to think of the other. Stick to it, never doubt. Say many times a day, I am that thing. Realize what this means. It means that the great universal power of mind is that, and it cannot fail. So if you'll join me in a spiritual mind treatment, I invite you to just take a deep, relaxing breath. Let's just allow your mind to go down to that place where your breath comes from. From this place, we can experience the divine. We can experience the source of everything that's ever been created. The source of you, the source of me. We can experience imaginative ideas that are joyously wonderful and loving. We can imagine ourselves as the most loving, joyful person. We can imagine that as we walk down the street, go into a store, come here to church, whatever we do, we are glowing with love. It is the truth of our being because it is the nature of God itself. Knowing this truth and knowing that I can be as I choose, and knowing that my life can be as I choose it to be. I remember my future, as Dr. Mitch said a few weeks ago. We remember our future by thinking about, fantasizing about, imagining the life we want to live. It is so easy, and no one can do it for us. It is our gift from this creator of all life. The gift of our imagination can control our lives, can reveal a greater life than anything we've ever thought possible. Oh my. It is all so good, and it is all here for me. So I'm grateful as I learn how to use this power, and I am grateful that this works, and I am so grateful that the infinite life of God is so blessing me now, blessing myself, blessing my friends, my family, blessing this place, this center, its beliefs, blessing our move, and all good things for our future. So with this grateful heart, I release this treatment now to the creative law that always says yes. It is done. It is so. And we can say together, and so it is.
All right, as we wind down our time in this sanctuary.
Turn the light on, go to bed. Tell me all about the day you had. Lay beside me, it's time to rest. You can close your eyes, you've done your best. Let me be your sanctuary. Let me be your safe place to fall. I can take away your worries, the refuge from it all this time we have together is our shelter from the rain. I will share the weight you carry. Let me be your sanctuary. We have weathered through the storms, taking comfort in each other's arms. When the dark clouds come again, I will lift you up and take you in. Let me be your sanctuary. Let me be your safe place to fall. I can take away your worries, the refuge from it all this time we have together is our shelter from the rain. I will share the weight you carry. Let me be your sanctuary. I will share the weight you carry. Let me be your
Wow. Yeah. May we all become a welcoming sanctuary. Good morning. Happy Sunday. It's nice to see everyone here today on this most love-filled day in the month of love, right? I am privileged to extend some much-deserved thanks and gratitude to our extraordinary band. They're all dispersing. Yep. led by the incomparable Larry Faragalli and his band of happy troubadours. You're all happy, right? Fake it, okay? If you've ever attended a service, I don't want to say ordinary like ordinary, but ordinary church or a usual church, you know that they do not get the energies moving or the spirits uplifted in the elegant way that we experience it here at CSLN. It just doesn't happen. Especially so with the amazingly talented Joelle Platt and Raven Barrientos. What a great name to say. Our beloved practitioner, Candy Paul, has dubbed them the Stereo Angels. I think Candy is onto something, don't you? Thank you, ladies. Your talents are extraordinary, and they match your good hearts. So that's really a gift. February is an important month for me personally, as I have so many people I love dearly born in the month of February. Today would have been my mother's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom. Those Aquarians are a little tricky. And thanks, Mom, for all the love and the courage. You know, the people who give birth to us watch us forever. Doesn't matter if they're in physical form. So she and I converse regularly, and I still am put in my place routinely. Plus, it's Super Bowl Sunday. So why don't we extend some love to both of those teams with a prayer that it's a fabulous game and nobody gets hurt, right? We have that power. As a community, we have that power to extend that grace. So I think we should. Our agenda today is all about God love, soul love, and self-love. Love in all of its many forms. I truly believe, and this is my personal belief, that we can either be in fear, hate, cruelty, or we can be coming from a place of love. I do not believe that love can exist in the same breath as fear or hate. Sound good to you? Love opens every door, and it encourages us onward and upward to be the best humans that we can be in any given moment. So many people right now, once again in my opinion, on the planet are pretty twisted. I don't know, maybe their mama didn't give them enough love. They're operating from places of negative consciousness, fear, and doubt. So that means it's up to us, we of a good consciousness, to keep tilting the balance. We know the laws of the universe, and we understand and appreciate the law and how it works. What we send out is the only thing we can ever get back. Nobody in the history of the world has ever won a war. Just kind of a quiet truce. So when we understand how the law works, and if you're listening today, you're engaged in what I think of is the right conversation. The right conversation for yourself, for your soul's expression, and to be a stronger implement for good in the world. God is never interested in us humans condemning another on his behalf. That's not our job. That is never our job. So when you hear that, no matter what the conversation is, it's an off-track human made-up excuse to hurt someone. Turn away. Our God-given job is to love one another genuinely and deeply in God's behalf. That means making eye contact It means being curious. Hi, Antoinette. How are you doing today? I love to see you here. Hi, buddy. That's community. That's consciousness. That's how we extend ourselves. And if we can do that, if we can remember to be in that place of love, even if we can do it for a few seconds a day. I mean, everybody wakes up and they're in a crummy mood, right? I couldn't be the only one. But then it's our choice. Do we want to stay there? Do we want to rent a room? Or do we want to say, you know what? Wait a minute. I have a body. I'm alive. How can I flip this around and stay in that place of love? And when we do that, even for a few seconds a day, we will be moving in the right direction for ourselves and for the world at large. Then notice how that one holy moment felt so good inside. And repeat it, and repeat it, and repeat it. I've had the privilege of speaking and teaching in this building for many years, and today is my last opportunity to stand here and to share with you. So it's a very meaningful moment to me, a special moment, full of love and gratitude on my part for this teaching and this glorious old building. Yeah, pretty glorious. I want to extend some love to this building, the building we're in right now, right here, 6705 Charlotte Pike in Nashville. Just kind of pat the bench where you're sitting. Just thank you. Thank you. Notice that it is supporting you, right? You're not dangling in the air. You didn't have to bring your own folding chair, nor did you have to set up your own folding chair. The bench is supporting you. Feel yourself kind of hunker down a little bit more. This place loves you. You are always welcome here. You know, it's a good building. We have electricity, which means we have lights, heat, amps for the instruments. I'm pretty sure there's coffee in the fellowship hall. Be grateful for every good thing. Don't take anything for granted. It's interesting, and of course we have bathrooms and loads of stuff to give away in the fellowship hall, so please look before you leave. Our thoughts and our actions play out in real time. Just think about it. I was on the board of RSN when we bought this building, and I served on that board with the likes of Gregory Fisher, Bonnie Barber Young, and the beloved Judy Burnett, along with some other esteemed members. And it was an uphill battle. It was awful to take that giant leap, and it was a giant leap, to move out of the YWCA on Woodmont Boulevard and to give up our offices in a strip mall on Hillsborough Pike, to purchase this building, to buy instead of to rent, and to do church in a box no more. Yep, church in a box. It's fun if you're 20. When that was all happening, our lovely Mark Horowitz was the musical director, and he used to schlep all the equipment every week, set everything up, and we had 30 minutes at the end of the service for him to put it all away in a closet. And we set up all the chairs because jazzercise was happening right after our service. But again, I mean, we had a lot of community in that building. We had a lot of potlucks. It was an interesting time. Granted, it was our little strip mall on Hillsborough Pike, but it was still a strip mall, folks. But it had been the first official home of religious science of Nashville, and an absolute testament to the Reverend Dr. Mitch Johnson's tenacity and his dogged persistence that Nashville needed a science of mind community. Letting go of our firsts. Thank you. Really. You know, you're never allowed to clap if you're up here with the microphone. I have learned that from Ray Dryden. Never clap when you're up here. Right, Ray? That's what you taught me. But people were so scared. People were awfully scared. People thought we would lose our entire congregation, everybody. We didn't lose anyone. We added people, and we transformed into the Center for Spiritual Living, Nashville. Well, these are the things we heard. We'll never be able to afford the overhead. Well, we did. It's in the boondocks. Who's going to come to Charlotte Pike? Can I direct you to Nashville West across the street? What if it doesn't work? What if we just go down the tubes? It'll never work. Well, it worked. And we are here, and we are about to embark on a brand new next step, which says we are alive and we are thriving. So what voices do you want to believe in your head or in the world? They're always out there, like static. The point is, courage is required if we're going to live a life of meaning and of consequence. I, for one, would rather face the fear and fail than to have never tried at all. What about you? You never know until you give it a shot, right? Gotta try. Thoughts are things, so we have to choose the good ones that enliven us and fill us with only faith, hope, and love. As we discard and literally turn away from the ne'er-do-wells, turn away from anything that does not present to you as life in its finest expression. It's your decision who you listen to. And that means the voices in your head, too. It's a personal discipline for each of us, and it does take diligence. Those mean, nasty thoughts are pretty slippery. And they'll always be there, waiting for a shot. Let me slip in. In the words of the author of Creative Visualization, Shakti Gawain, we are now learning to live in accordance with the true laws of the universe. Living in harmony with the universe is living totally alive, full of vitality, joy, power, love, and abundance on every level of life. So although letting go of the old world may seem difficult at times, it is well worth whatever it takes to make the transition into the new world. So in honor of Reverend Dr. Mitch Johnson, can I get an amen to that? Amen. Amen. Thank you. There you go, Mitch. We got an amen. We are now making that transition as a spiritual community into a brand new world. All we have is consciousness. A consciousness originally built this building. Another consciousness moved into it and used it for many years. Then the consciousness that was religious science of Nashville as a community had the inspiration, had the imagination, had the curiosity to buy this building. And now a consciousness that is larger and broader, called the Center for Spiritual Living Nashville, that consciousness has had the impetus to move forward. And that's how it goes. My first church when I moved to Nashville was Unity. And we met in Hillsborough High School. And then there was a bond drive, and we bought the building on Franklin Pike. So I'm making a big circle here. Time is a funny thing. Don't waste a minute. It's all good, and it's all imperative that we become the best custodians of our mind-brain systems so that we are only operating from a place of hope and a place of love and right action. It's what I call divine order. The only thing I ever hope for, divine order. Might not be the plan that I'm putting out there, but God's got a broader vision, right? Divine order. Because God only wants the very best and the highest for each of us. I also know beyond a shadow of a doubt that God loves us completely, totally, without reservation. Just as a parent of a newborn has so much hope and love for their baby, God only wants the best for us. We've got to get on the right wavelength, my friends, to believe that and then to stay there, unwavering. In Jeremiah 29:11 EVS, we are told, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." The word welfare actually means a state of well-being, a future and a hope. We know that God's power is the power to reverse all physical laws, and that through his power coursing through us, we immediately become spiritual magicians, workers of miracles, and the seedlings of a restored and a transformed humanity. That's a mouthful. Let's say a little bit of it again. We know that God's power is the power to reverse all physical laws. We can immediately become spiritual magicians, workers of miracles, and the seedlings of a restored and a transformed humanity. Beyond any doubt, we are dearly and tenderly loved by the God of our understanding. And if for any reason, the name God triggers you in a not ideal way, replace it. Pick another name. Pick another name or an image that brings you a sense of deep and abiding love, comfort and peace. And then just keep moving on. Don't even allow my deep love and belief in God to be a hindrance to you in any way. It's not worth it. It's not worth bumping your energy up against mine and creating discord. Just notice it, keep moving. Just as the love of God is an absolute given to me, so is the deep soul-loving stream of divine love and light that allowed us to move into this physical realm in the first place. That's a reality for me. Believing in our goodness, in our worth, and in our value as a human being, that sense of soul love remains a daily and a constant inspiration to me. No matter what we do for a living or how we spend our days, we form our lives, our homes, our careers, our children, and the very people we bring into our life built on that essence of love. That's the basis of everything. Think about it. Love led you to your particular calling. Love also led you to a particular partner, person, or persons. Without love as the basis of things, there is no solid reason to stay or to keep going. It takes enormous courage to genuinely love ourselves. Enormous courage. Social media wants you to be about that big and really cute and blonde and 20 for a long time. I mean, God bless all those cute little 20-year-olds who are adorable. Time has attrition to it. Just saying. It takes enormous courage to genuinely love ourselves exactly the way we are. We're working with a series of beliefs and internal structures that are invisible to the naked eye. That first set of principles that were given to us by those who raised us, who knows how awake they were, or how frightened they were, or how sick they were. Maybe we've learned new ways. Maybe we've had access to new and better information. Maybe we've had some really good therapy. All of that has encouraged us to grow, opening one door after another, because we are designed to be constantly course correcting, constantly, as we learn and we grow in our own spiritual maturity. No one knows how many times your heart has been broken. We can talk about it and we can tell people, but we are the ones who took the blows and cried into our pillows at night, only to arise again in the morning light, determined and resolute that we would not only make it, but that we would thrive. We would take that experience and we would thrive. We would delve into our spiritual maturity in a way that we never thought we could. The way all great students of life become true winners and absolute spiritual warriors. Absolute. We are more resilient and more powerful and more creative and resourceful than we ever give ourselves credit for. There is always a way. Self-love is healthy. Self-love is vital. If we are to command all of our divine forces for the good of ourselves, our families, our communities, and on the world stage. If you are not well fed, or well rested, or honoring yourself to the best of your abilities, you will never be able to mirror the highest and the best for others. It's like living on a balance beam. You know that every day? Yeah, very tricky, very delicate balance. And here we are today living in a world where social media is so huge. I mean, nobody understands. Keep your opinion to yourself. I do not care if you like my hair. I really don't. I mean, I do, but I don't need to read about it, or we're all doing our best. I consider myself to be a constant work in progress, and I am privileged in my private work, my practice, to work with many extraordinary people, some of whom are facing life-threatening, exhausting challenges and situations. It's my job to listen and to lift them up by whatever means they will hear and they will be willing to work with. But I can never agree with their plight. Because the minute I start commiserating and thinking, oh my God, ain't it awful, I have dropped my vibration to the level that they're working with. We're both in deep trouble now. So what I have to do, I have to constantly keep my vibration elevated, let them know there is always a way. We will figure it out. We're a unit here, we're a team player, and we're going to find the best resolution. But I can sure feel it at the end of the day. My lovely friend Gregory Fisher, whom I adore, manages my Facebook. And he keeps wanting me to have everybody's schedule online. And I'm like, he finally heard it. You know, I cannot have 3 cancer patients as clients on the same day. I need something happy. And he finally heard it. So I have to schedule my clients. You know, I want something easy. There's nothing easy when you're in crisis, but I want something lighter that can help me flip my own internal dialogue. Does that make sense? Yeah, because by the end of the day, not good. It's my privilege and my commitment to work with people, but it can also drag me down if I am not really careful. Prayer, meditation, spiritual mind treatment are essential to my sanity. But added to that, the very best thing, music has always been my refuge. I started out my life as a radio announcer. So music, the louder the better, and I'll put it on repeat, sometimes all day, until I get it, like in my bones. One year ago, this weekend, on February 12th, 2023, I used the words "to what the world needs now" as our prayer meditation. And today, I'd like to share some equally great lyrics with you. It will lighten your spirit and gladden your heart. The laughs fill your belly, the tears fill your eyes. The hair on the back of your neck starts to rise, and you're in the moment and totally present. You're here, and you're now, and you're real, and you feel alive. You feel alive. You feel a sense of wonder reawaken in you, reminding you that it's thrilling to just be alive, to be excited and exhilarated and totally present. Doesn't that sound like a spiritual mind treatment? It says it all. A light heart always attracts love, joy, and laughter. That's how you will find your best right life partner, your most fulfilling career, and your deepest sense of self-love and personal joy. Those lyrics, which are so inspiring to me, and if you love live theater and music as much as I do, check it out on YouTube. It's the 2019 opening to the Emmy Awards, the Tony Awards with James Corden. And it's a fabulous production. They really worked hard. We must continually clear ourselves off of the old debris. Music helps me with that. Just turn away from it. Don't engage in it. Don't argue with it. Don't try to make your point. If somebody's got their mind made up, they are not going to listen to you. Turn away, save your energy. Focus on something just for you. And simply keep working at becoming a master at refocusing and flipping around whatever dialogue you might be caught up in. Flip it as fast as you can. Move it to the highest and best vibration possible. Your nervous system will thank you. Totally. Every loving connection we make in our lives depends on self-love, our own level of self-worth and self-awareness. This is from the poet and author Mark Nepo. In loving ourselves, we love the world. Just as fire, rock, and water are all made up of molecules, everything, including you and me, is connected by a small piece of the beginning. Let's decide to be one another's sanctuary, be our own sanctuary, lifting each other up, knowing that we are indeed connected by a small piece of the beginning to that tiny bit of the divine life force that pulsates in me and in you as well. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be in this old building. It's a great day to be looking forward. Our life is a forward motion activity. It's not back here. If it happened to you 10 minutes ago, 30 years ago, it's dead. It only lives in your brain. Let it go. Let it go. Wouldn't you rather be in the middle of being alive and thriving and joyful? You're the only one who can make that happen. Not going to happen with your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Not their job. They've got their own inner work. So, it's a great day to be alive. We know that the more we love ourselves, the more we honor the physical body that we're living in right this moment, everything that appears in front of us will thrive and prosper. Can we give it a try? Yeah, let's go for it. Thank you so much. Namaste. Namaste. As I see the God in you, knowing who you truly are, and I reflect that back to you, there can only be one of us. It's a pretty good view from up here. Thank you. God bless. And so it is. Do you need my stool? You want my stool? Oh, look it. I'm almost, wait a minute, this is a moment. I'm almost as tall as Etta.
No. Not
They're
quite,
laughing at me.
you know.
Okay.
Okay, in your dreams, honey.
In my dreams. Can't I hope?
I really enjoyed Rosemary's, just her talk about history. And I'd just like everybody just to give it up for 1 second for Rosemary.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It also means I remember a lot of stuff. Oh.
Yeah. If she didn't listen, if her, Gregory, and Judy, and Bonnie, what a powerful team that was. And to have started off and to have taken that plunge to get us here. If we were not here, we wouldn't be going where we're going now. So I just really give a lot of thanks. Hey, y'all, now it's time to give back to what serves us. I'm going to ask the ushers to come forward. You can give your gift to the ushers, or we can accept your gift in our bookstore with the use of your credit card, or we have a terminal set up in the back, or there's a document, there's a QR code in the book pocket in front of your seat. And for our online viewers, please make a contribution using the link that should be displayed. If not, look at our street address. We still like the old-fashioned checks, which I have one right now. But so say with me, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Thank you for your loving gifts.
I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire in the darkest night. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gosh, thank you, thank you. Thanks, Larry. Thanks, everybody, for just being here, for being a part of this. And it's your spirit that lifts us up and carries us on. Thank you for all that are watching online. If there's something that you like, please give us a thumbs up. We try to keep our announcements brief, but I have like 3 pages of them, okay? So don't go away. Just hold on for a second. The first announcement is a pretty exciting announcement. To help with our transition to the Unity campus, CSLN is happy to announce that Reverend Denise Jurgen is joining us in a staff position to be our transitional director. Yeah. So as you know, there are many moving parts, and Denise has navigated 3 spiritual centers. And so we welcome Denise with just open arms. We're so grateful for her knowledge and her heart leading us through this transition. So please take a moment and say thank you, Denise. As you know, we're in the process of hiring and looking for volunteers to reactivate our youth program. We have a few volunteers. We think we have somebody that would assist in providing childcare. But if you'd like to be a part of the Child and Family Program team, if you want to help build a vibrant youth program, see me. Love to talk to you. Now, this is where I'd say get out your little pads and take down some notes, but I'm not going to ask you to do that really, because you can go online. All of these notes, everything that I'm telling you is online, but there's a lot of dates. The first thing I would like to tell y'all is that our buyers asked for an extension. So our closing date has moved to March 14th, and we want to make sure that everyone is aware of this timeline. We want to make sure that you're aware of ways that you can help out. So you're going to be receiving a more detailed email this week, and in the meantime, here are some dates. February the 23rd. The Goodwill is going to be coming. They're going to be coming to the back and taking all these items that are on the tables, the benches, the back corner of the fellowship hall. So take a moment to look at the tables, the chairs and benches, and see if there's anything that you would like to take home. See if there's anything that you'd like to take to somebody else's home. And just leave us the tables, chairs, and the benches, okay? February the 25th is the last day for our lending library. So please peruse our selections of books. Help yourself to what you see. Sue will be adding more books from the bookstore. So even if you think you've seen it all, there is likely to be some more books and they're still going to be added. So today, go check it out. February the 26th, the movers are coming. They're going to take everything to our new space, to the campus of Unity Nashville. Just a couple of things will be left behind, and they will be moved later. March 3rd, we're going to have a potluck. We're going to have a party. Ding dang it. We're going to have a party whether you like it or not, but we're having a party after Sunday service, and we're going to say thank you to this building. We're going to say thank you to everybody who has brought us forward. March 10th is going to be our last Sunday here. It's 6705 Charlotte Pike. We'll have some coffee, we'll have some cake, we'll have some Kleenex in case there are some tears. Okay. March the 11th, we'll be moving our AV equipment and the last remaining items that we held back. March 27th, March 17th. March 17th. Is going to be our first Sunday service on the campus of Unity Nashville. Yeah. Thank you. The address is 5125 Franklin Pike. Don't forget our service right now will be starting at noon. After we go over, we will be scheduling a celebration party. The date is yet to be look for an updated email, because there's more information that will follow, more opportunities to volunteer. And speaking of opportunities to volunteer, we're asking at the end of the service, we're moving some classroom tables from downstairs to upstairs, okay? So if any of y'all are here right now, would like to use this opportunity to volunteer, why don't you see Lucia? Great, thanks, Lucia. The director, yeah. If you would like any details regarding these announcements, once again, just go to our website. Before I close the service, I'd just like to thank all our volunteers who are here. We got a lot of stuff going on, but we're taking this energy. The energy is building with our momentum, and so I hope that you follow us now, follow us to our new home, where we will be having a new minister, new home. There's just a lot of good things that are in store for us. Thank you. I'm going to ask the practitioners, the speaker, Reverend Denise, if you'd like to come to the front. Just want y'all to know if there's something heavy on your heart, if you have a heart's desire, don't leave here today without talking to one of these professionals. It would be our honor to talk, to pray, to listen to you, to give you a few minutes of counsel. If you have any health issues, anything troubling, a new career, more abundance, harmony with your family, see one of these ladies down front. Or you can fill out a prayer request that is right here in the corner. You can stick that in the box. So I'm going to ask that we just close our eyes for just a moment. And before I start this closing treatment, I would like for everyone to consciously surround our good friends Candy Paul and Gary Huffman in healing light and love. Please keep them in your thoughts and prayers this week. And if there is others in our community who are facing health issues, please let us know. And so, yes, I invite you to keep your eyes closed. Open up your hearts. And as I say this treatment in the first tense, make it personal to yourself. Know with me that there is only one God, one mind, one ever-present source of love. And I praise the love of God that flows through me and flows through us all. I know that love allows me to be the perfect expression of all that I can be. I am an individualized expression of spirit because of love. So in the sacredness of this moment, I acknowledge that the power and the presence of love is everywhere. It surrounds me, it unfolds me, and it is ever seeking its full expression in me and as me and through me. I affirm that the healing power of love is activated by my heart and my soul. Love is what sustains me through every season of my life, and I am the living expression of love in all that I do and all that I am. I face every situation before me with an open mind, an open heart, an open will to live in the present and love the beauty of the moment. I know that my inner wisdom and guidance is love. Love is the I am that I am. It flows in me like a peaceful river, undisturbed by circumstances. So I affirm that as I release my ego, that when I release any feelings of being right, when I keep my vibration up and open to love, and I know when we all keep our vibration open to love, that the possibility of creating a world that works for everyone can happen. And for that, I am so grateful. I speak my word of love, knowing that it goes forth and it circles back to me. And I give thanks to the spiritual presence of love. I give thanks to the Spirit of love for bringing us the perfect buyer, the perfect minister, and the perfect space for us to call home. I release my words to the law, expecting and accepting this and something even better. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you.
All right, why don't we all stand and sing our closing song together? And this one's called Put a Little Love in Your Heart.
This program is a service of the Center for Spiritual Living Nashville. May your life be filled with joy and prosperity in every way. Learn more about our programs or contact one of our practitioners at our website, cslnashville.org. You may also want to follow us on Facebook at CSLNASH. You can make a big difference with your financial gift at lovecsln.com. Please share the link to this program with a friend and join us again next Sunday. Have a wonderful week.